One sec, guys. Let me get started here. Hi guys, how are you doing today? The topic of the day is what to do when you get off track with fitness and nutrition. First things first, when you get off track, it is important to remember that there is nothing wrong with you as a person. Being off track has nothing to do with that. You always want to remember that your mental health comes first with anything, but especially with weight loss. Being overstressed will be counterproductive to your goals, especially with weight loss. So, I want you to take these 3 steps to get back on track. So, now that I have that recorded, I can officially get started. Step one will be self appreciation and acceptance. Sorry about that, guys. Accept that it's been hard. Acknowledge that any emotions are coming up and any feelings that you have as well are totally normal about this. For example, if I'm not on track with my goals, I can feel shame, I can feel guilt or disappointment, and none of those things need to stay. It's okay to have them come up, but they don't need to stay with us. So once you've truly explored those emotions, I really want you to focus on self appreciation. I know for some people, self love is a really big step. So instead of focusing on self love, I want you to just focus on self appreciation. So appreciate all of your hard efforts, regardless if they've gotten you weight loss results or not. What matters is that you're doing some hard work, and even if it's not been perfect, you deserve to celebrate all that you have been working hard on. Number two, and this is a longer one, is assess and reclaim. Step two is assess and reclaim. Now it's time to assess what did not go so well. Now that you've acknowledged your feelings about this, it'll be a bit easier to go through with less emotions with what went hooey in your last few days, or weeks, or months, or maybe even years of weight loss attempts. I mean, write out everything. If you have years of weight loss attempts, I would just start with an overview of the last few months. The goal is to write out a typical day and write in things like, this was hard then. Maybe, for example, I woke up and I weighed myself and I saw the scale go up, so I gave up and overate. You got to write that down. Did you stay on track all day and then overeat at night? Or maybe you skipped up your carbs at breakfast and lunch, then you were super duper hungry by the afternoon, so you ended up snacking on some Lunchables or something that you know was not maybe the best choice for you. So I want you to write out all the different areas where you felt like things got a little off track over maybe, let's say, 3 days. So now that you have all that out, let's make just two tiny changes to your daily routines and choices. This will be so much more manageable than just trying to change everything. Then I want you to reclaim by writing down an affirmation of your choice somewhere you can see it often. So, no other rules. You can do it whenever you want. There just have to be 5 times a day that you read it. You can do it back to back. You can say in the morning you'll do it twice, and at night you'll do it 3 times. I really want you to say this affirmation out loud 5 times a day so it really sinks in. I would say do it for at least a week. Say that affirmation for at least a week until it really sets into your brain. So, last step is do not give up. The most important part of anyone's fitness journey is to not give up. I tell all my clients my story of how I stayed at 229 pounds for 3 entire months in my fitness journey. I struggled hard, and then I went on to lose almost 50 pounds in the same year. The point is, I kept assessing and kept reclaiming until I got it right. I had to learn how to take care of myself again. And honestly, you probably relate to that too. But I got there and I learned how to be consistent. And honestly, before I knew it, I was really shocked when I woke up and I saw that I was at that 50-pound weight loss mark. So I want to briefly touch on what not to do. These things will definitely prolong your weight loss plateau or make it almost impossible to get back on track. So, number one, I want you to avoid being irrationally hard on yourself. This isn't going to get you anywhere. You cannot hate yourself into a body you love. You can love yourself into a body you love. Let me say that again because I said that really fast. This isn't going to get you anywhere being irrationally hard on yourself. You cannot hate yourself into a body you love, but you can love yourself into a body you love. If you find yourself being too hard on yourself, I need you to explore the emotions behind your food and exercise habits. Nobody is defined by their health choices. You are a soul of complex emotions and thoughts, and so much more than a pan size or a scale weight. Take some time to get that head straight before you get back on the horse, because if you're going to be irrationally hard on yourself, it's going to be hard for a long time. So let's dive into that today and make sure we get that squared away. Number two, avoid being too vague about your actions going forward. You can't just say, I'll do better and hope you actually will magically do that. You need clear and concise steps, which is why writing out everything is so important. Now, if you don't understand how to move forward, boy, have I got a surprise for you. I love helping people get back on track with their goals, whether it's been 3 days, 30 days, or 3 years, or 30 years. Contact me on any of my social platforms and, at Mermaid Fitness by Ariel on IG, same on TikTok, or reply, to one of my emails, comment on the YouTube, the this, the that. Just connect with me and we can get you started ASAP on moving forward through this plateau. Now, number three, avoid giving up simply because you didn't hit your goal initially. Imagine how many great people we would never hear about simply because they gave up too soon. Think of your favorite inspiring people. They had to practice their trade or their sport or their singing, whatever it is, for hours and hours. And they certainly didn't stop because they didn't get what they hoped for right away. They believed in themselves and did the work. And this is the same for you. I believe in you completely. So if you're curious about working with me, you can learn more about my offers by chatting with me on IG, commenting on this YouTube, or commenting on this Facebook post. Currently, I want to share that I have a special 4 month, I don't know why I did two, 4 month flexible budget coaching option for people who want to get results, but you might not have the funds or the commitment ability for a 6 month package. So my pricing is $175 starting per month for 4 months. So your total investment is about $710. Again, that's over 4 months. So if you can't afford that, we can do an extended payment plan as low as $100 a month for 8 months. Now, if you have any questions about that, I can send you the application directly. Have an amazing day. I'll check in next week, but if you need me, you know I care about you and I am here. Chat with me anytime on socials at Mermaid Fitness by Ariel, and I hope you have an amazing day.